All right, kind of catch y'all up where I'm at on this thing. I'm down to doing all of the sand. I've been doing the hood. Uh, it's hard to tell, but where all of these checkerboards are done, you can fill them. So they got to be. Hopefully, I don't have to take it all the way down to the metal. This right here, I've hit with 320, and I went and picked up some 400. And what did I get? 400. I think all I could find was. Yep. And yeah. But I got this. I'm working on the fender today. I got some gel. I'm going to put on the fender this Rust-Oleum gel. It's supposed to take out the rust. I've been sanding on it. It's a gel top. Sits there 15 minutes. It's good for metal. Don't put it on no soft metals, aluminum or nothing like that. So I got to make sure not to get down on the kit here because I'm not going to come down on this Bondo. I'm just going to try to feather it right in here and try to get as much of this off I can before we get primer on it. So I'm going to try to get it all primer down in the next couple of weeks. I made the back hanger for the exhaust right here. If you remember, this one was missing, so I made a new one of those, a little thicker than the other one, but it's all good. So, but that's my duty now. So, but I'm going to put this gel on there, and it says to wait 15 minutes, and then I have to get it off. So I'm going to get it backed out here in a bit after I do it and wash the car and pull it back in here and get ready to get a lot of this sanding done. All right, cool beans, so let me get busy here. All right, there we go. It's 15 minutes and I got to get it off. So I'm going to get the hose out, some hot water. I'm going to get some Dawn dish soap, and that way I can go ahead and just wash the whole car and get the dust off of it, stuff like that, layer off of it. All right, cool beans, let me get this shit out. All I got is 15 minutes. Oh, you can tell, you can see the metal shining through. It did all right. I'm gonna let it set for a little while longer. It said, 15 minutes, then let it get it off. Don't let it dry. And I've already did all of that. It's been quite. I've already think. Excuse me. So I said it did okay. I see the metal through there. So I'll sand it down and go from there. So. All right. I went ahead and knocked this fender out. I didn't record none of it. The Rust-Oleum stuff I put on did really, really good. I was happy with it. So I come out here this morning. I hit it with, started with 80 and went all the way up to 320. I went from 80 to 120 to 180 to 320 on it, sanding it down. And I got carried away. I just went ahead and started primering all of this onto the side here where it wasn't no primer. I noticed why right there. It's cyber. I don't know if you can see that in the door. Remember this now, that's what Jabo was trying to sand out where it said that. And then, yeah, I went ahead and I did the front too. So I just kind of I got paint all in there, but I got to redo all of that black anyways. The paint, that we used was just store-bought paint. It didn't have a hardener in it. And every time you blow anything off, I'm just keep blowing it off right back to yellow. So I need to redo the whole front. So that's why I just kind of sprayed it and didn't care. But I got all the way down this door, and this fender wasn't in primer, but he's got that pretty much sanded out of this door. I see a little bad spot right there I got to fix now that it's primered down, but he's got cyber out of this door. So I got to sand that out of that door over there and put some filler over it. So just got to be careful that way I don't get it too thin on that side. But I ain't get none of this back here because this is finished with all of this black. Now you can see that since I got the bumper off. I used some two-part paint that had the hardener in it from Eastwood to do this with. So I really like that, by the way. So anyways, all right, cool beans. I'm gonna let all of this dry. I got the back bumper out here. I'm doing it too. What the heck, I might as well just go on and primer it all gray around the base anyways, and then put it back on. I'm not going to tape everything off on the car today and try to primer the whole thing, because I still got to sand the hood. I still need to sand and finish the Bondo work. I just put some finished Bondo work over the antenna and the sprayer for the back, because it doesn't have a windshield wiper on the back. It was removed and sealed over, so there's no point for a sprayer up there. So the only sprayers it's going to have are the two up front to clean the windshield, and that's it. All right, cool beans. That's a break 30 for me. All right, I got primering and I just couldn't stop. I went ahead and taped off the windows right here around the body. So I got all of it taped off, and around here, which I didn't notice none of this, but now that I got it primered down, I'm able to see it because it was blending into the orange. This is where the wing sits. I mean, you'll never see this area, but it needs to be addressed anyway. So yeah, but I got the whole thing all the way down and around one solid color now. Haven't did the top yet because I still got work to do up here. And so I'll finish all of this up through the week. I think I might have a couple of days off. I'm not sure. But pop the sunroof back out. That way I can get the gasket off and primer it. I mean, that's, I guess my whole thing is now I'm going to get it in primer gray from at least till right here, because the top's pretty good. The top don't need nothing but sanding and a few little spots dressed here. And I just finished these. I'm going to let those dry, and then I'll sand that out, and that'll have those finished. Only thing I like is the hood, and the hood is taking a hot minute, because you can still feel the ridges in the checkerboard, couldn't you, Dad? Yeah. But if I paint it, you're going to see it. So I don't know where I'm going to go with that yet. Yeah, I don't want it showing up through the paint. All right, cool beans. That's where I'm at. I'm breaking it now. It's hot. I think looks better. You can kind of see the black, how it's going to look back there when it's all painted. I get the top done, it's going to look even a lot better. All right, there's got the side. I got carried away a little bit with my primer and just kind of primered the whole side of the car. I got it all one color. I do need to sand some more. I see why right here where he left out the cyber, and I can see right here where I was telling you about the blacks chipping off of what we did. I'm gonna have to redo all of that, so that's why I wasn't worried about that. But he's got cyber off of this side, so I just got to do that to the other side now. So yeah, you know what, let's do something. Man, I like how that looks back there. All right, well, cool beans, that's me for today. I got this fender and a lot more primer than I intended on doing, but I got carried away. That was my OCD in me. I couldn't help myself. I got started, but this fender looks so much better. I'm going to use 21 primer on it as well to fill in any imperfections of it. But other than that, it's real smooth. You don't feel nothing. I mean, of course, this is not the final primer. This was just something I needed to cover this up from the work I've been doing. But this is going to have to be primered again. So, but I'll get, like I said, some spray, some 21 primer on it, and that might help cover up some of that. I don't know. You think that primer's thick enough to cover up those? Nah, there ain't no way they'll hide those triangles, will they? It's not that thick a primer. Those are high ridge. Those are high ridges still.
Yeah, even being down smooth is gonna be a bitch.
Yeah. All right, well, cool beans. That is me for today. I hope y'all enjoy, and I'll talk to you later.